Everybody, it's Katie. I wanted to answer some questions I've gotten, especially recently, about Alice's chores and sort of responsibilities in the house and, you know, to the family and all of that. I recorded this a couple weeks ago, but I felt like I left out too much, so I'm gonna give it another go. Hopefully this answers some of the questions. If it sounds like I'm on the beach, I'm not. It's August's monitor, or his like sound machine thing through the monitor that's next to me. People sometimes ask about that. So if you hear waves, you know. So basically I've been a little bit reluctant to make this video because I can tell you guys what I've done. You know, what we've done. Pretty much it's me because, you know, I'm mostly the one doing most of the housework and getting Alice involved. Mike does do a lot, I'll give him credit for that. But you know, the things that he tends to do are usually like when Alice is in bed, or they're, you know, things that she isn't really able to help with, like physically, things that aren't safe for her to help with and things like that. So mainly it's me who's kind of set the expectations for what she helps with. The reason I don't feel like we're a really good example for other people is that, well, first of all, I don't have any sort of formal system in place. I don't use any sort of chore chart or any visual, any sort of like routine thing. I personally don't like that for myself. I don't like having like a daily schedule or a checklist or anything like that of, you know, any sort of cleaning schedule. And with Alice's personality, she just really doesn't respond well to that type of thing. All the things in our daily lives that Alice really struggles with are the things that are regular and the things that she knows she's expected to do at certain times, like brushing her teeth in the morning, like putting on clothes, you know, getting ready for bed, all those sort of routines that I think a lot of kids respond really well to, you kind of knowing what's coming next. Alice is super resistant. So in sort of defining how to approach chores and responsibilities and things, I have tried to just kind of capitalize on her strengths. Like if something spills on the floor, she's your girl. She'll be all over it. She's like, wow, something different happened. Like she likes to, I think it's more like she likes to think on her feet. So like I said, like if I spill something, she is like, she's on it, like she's running to get a rag. She's down there like cleaning it up. She takes the rag to the laundry, like she's just all about it. But you know, putting on her shoes sometimes takes an hour. So again, I'm not trying to give advice to everybody. I'm just saying I'm going to tell you about like what works given those sort of parameters for our family. Alice is now a little bit over 3, so going back a couple of years when she was around 12 months, 15 months, I basically just started giving her little tasks to do. I think we started with her helping me like switch the laundry from one machine to the other, or taking things in and out of the laundry basket. She helped, she started taking the silverware out of the dishwasher, like out of the clean dishwasher, and handing it to me, and then I would put it in the drawer. Another like really early task was like washing vegetables. I would give her like a bowl with potatoes in it and a scrub brush and water, and just like let her kind of help clean things that way. In the past 2 years or so, I have just tried to add to her sort of list of responsibilities as she mastered new skills and, you know, just became more capable of doing more. Something that really helped us is that my in-laws sent us like sort of kid-sized tools that were Mike's, I guess, as a kid. So like she has a small like broom, a small like dust mop sort of thing. She has like her own little garden gloves for working outside. I think it's really helped her kind of like get into it. Before we had those, she would try to use like the full-size broom and would really struggle, but now she has like her own little broom and dustpan and stuff, and I think it really helps her kind of take more ownership. So at 3 years old, here is generally her list of what she does around here. She takes her dirty clothes and puts them in the hamper every night. She will help me switch laundry. Like I said, she's been doing that since she was a very young toddler. So she will put stuff from the laundry basket into the machine, from the washer to the dryer, from the dryer into the basket, and then help me sort clothes. And she's not a very good folder, but she's working on it. We do a ton of diaper laundry, so this is actually really helpful. For our meals, she can go to a drawer and choose the cloth napkins for us, you know, for that meal. She will set the silverware on the table. When we're done eating, she clears the plates. One of her favorite things to do is to put away groceries. When we come back from the store, I'll bring out the grocery bags like just inside the door, and she likes to try to drag them across the house to the kitchen, and then she'll take everything out of the bags and put things in the pantry and, you know, try to put all the produce into the refrigerator. She will also bring in the mail. She will put garbage into the trash can or the recycle bin, depending. Outside, she loves to pull weeds. She loves to water plants. She grew her own like sunflower garden this past summer. She will put food in the cat's bowl. She likes to help wash windows. Of course, she puts away her own like books and toys. Sometimes that's a little bit of a struggle because, again, it's like one of those things that is pretty routine and she just doesn't really respond well to that. I kind of have to make it a game. And she loves to help me cook. I try to give her something to contribute to every meal that I make. Another thing we're working on is making her bed. She just doesn't like it, again, because it's too regular, and I think she kind of just doesn't see the point. So that is another thing that we're struggling with right now, but I would like to see it become a habit over the next year. August seems to have a pretty strong opinion about this. Yeah. Pretty soon, you're going to be pitching in, mister, earning your keep. It's going to be great. So all those things I just listed, Alice will do them pretty independently. One thing is that if she asks for help, even if it's something she's done 300 times, I will help her. I'm also pretty flexible with, you know, if I ask her to do something and she doesn't do it right that minute, I'll like ask her 5 minutes later. That is because any of the housework we do here, I want her to see it as just sort of a normal part of life, something that we do all together, that everybody has a role in, and something that can be even a little bit fun, rather than it being a punishment. So I want it to be a, you know, self-motivated sort of more positive thing than it's just something that she has to do because it's drudgery. So when I ask Alice to help with something, instead of saying like, oh, it's time to clear the table, I try to make it seem a little bit more spontaneous because I know that that works for her better. So I'll say, you know, oh, hey, like as she's passing through the kitchen, hey, here are the forks, go put them on the table, please, you know, and she generally will just grab them and, you know, take them to the table and then continue on with what she's doing. Or I'll say like, let's see who can match up the most socks the fastest or something like that. So make it a little bit of a game. I know in life things are not, you know, people are not going to always be so accommodating, and every situation that she's in, you know, people are going to ask her to help with things, and there will be things that she'll be responsible for that aren't, you know, kind of tailored to her personality style or whatever. But, you know, this is our relationship, and this is the way our family works. And so I really don't see the harm in kind of tailoring things to so that it works, you know, based on what I know about her and how her brain works and stuff. So this is just sort of helps everybody involved. It makes the most like harmonious house, and also, you know, generally gets the things done that we want to get done. As time goes on, I may have to completely change my approach. I may need to do something completely different with August, just with a different personality. But that is what is working for us, more or less, so far. Hopefully that helped answer the questions. Thanks for watching.